forgot what kind of clouds those are. That is awesome. Well, thanks for joining my channel where I talk about mental health is spiritual health. And every morning I get on here and talk about a verse from the Bible. I get a lot of my content from the Our Daily Bread booklet. You can get one too at ourdailybread.org. Well, thanks for joining. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please do so. Hey, good morning, Jason. This morning, we're going to be talking about, of course, I forgot my glasses, which is not going to help me with my notes. We're going to be talking about responding to generosity. We're going to be in Luke chapter 6, verses 27 through 38. That's the love your enemies passage. But we're going to talk about it in a little bit different way. We're just not going to talk about loving your enemies. We're going to talk about responding to generosity. Good morning, Frank. Speaking of generous people, there's Frank. I know Frank's a generous person. He'll like this talk, I think. Hey, there's Annie. She's digging. She's running. I don't know what she sees. Oh, I know what she sees. Take a look, guys. See all the cows? She is staring at the cows out there, getting all fired up. Got a strong wind to me. The wind is coming out of the east-southeast. So it feels really cold. It's 41 degrees, but it feels a heck of a lot colder. Heck of a lot colder. Annie does want a cow. She is definitely a carnivore. Right, Annie? You're not a vegetarian or vegan, are you? Doesn't look like it. Just staring at him. Hey, Mariner. Okay, responding to generosity. Unfortunately, I forgot my glasses, but I think I can remember all this. Well, there was this one woman who received $10,000 anonymously through a bank transfer. 10 grand. You know what she did with it? She bought gifts for her coworkers, family, gave to flood victims and charities. Spent very little on herself. And you know what the interesting thing is? She was a study and just one of 200 people who were given $10,000 anonymously. Just gifted $10,000. So if you do the math, that's $2 million. Somebody had a lot of money to do this study. But $2 million was given out. 10 grand to 200 people. And you know what they found out? More than 2/3 of that money that they were given was given away and spent on others. That's about 1.4 million of the 2 million was re-gifted. Turns out we respond to generosity with generosity. And maybe you think you know where I'm going with on this. This is Luke chapter 6, verses 27 through 38. Oh my gosh, Annie just hopped so high you wouldn't have believed it. So it turns out God's very generous toward us, right? So don't you think he would want us to be generous to other people? I lost Annie. There she is. Here are all the cows. Yeah, we're going to get nice and floody. I'm not going to be out here tomorrow morning. There's no way. Because like midnight or later is when the storms start. It's going to storm all night long. And we're supposed to get a total of about 2 inches of rain. A little bit this morning or around noon. And then about 1 3/4 inches tomorrow. And all in the morning. So it's going to be way too wet and stormy for me to be out here. But anyway, let's get back to responding to generosity. Turns out humans are wired to respond to generosity with generosity, right? If 2 million is given away to 200 people and they give away 1.4 million or more, that's pretty unbelievable. I kind of wonder what I would do with a $10,000 gift. It depends on, what season of life you're in. But God, is generous and merciful and kind, but not just to some, but to all, even to the ungrateful and the wicked, according to Luke chapter 6, verse 35. God is grateful to all, even to the ungrateful and the wicked. So Jesus instructed all of us, who desire to reflect God's character, to love, to be good to, and to even lend money to our enemies without expecting to get anything in return. That was verses 32 through 35. So when we give without expecting anything back, we'll find that it never harms us, even in the long run. Because Jesus pointed this out, saying, "Give, and it will be given to you. With the measure you use, it will be measured to you." That's in verse 38. So when we respond to God's generosity, his generosity of sending his Son to save us and give us eternal life, when we respond to that kind of generosity by living generously, we find that we're enriched in countless ways, even in ways that we might not know right now or on earth. So I've got two questions for you guys. How have you found joy through giving? How have you found joy through giving? And how has others giving enriched your life? How has others giving enriched your life? Well, that's today's message. Responding to generosity. Responding to being generous. Annie, I don't know what she's doing. She is just going crazy back here. Responding to generosity. Look at her hop. With generosity, even to those who are wicked and ungrateful. Even to your enemies. That's part of loving your enemies. That's in this passage. So if we want to reflect God's character, which Jesus calls us to do, we need to be generous, to love, to be good to do good things for, and even to lend to our enemies. Oh, look at Annie in the creek. Annie, come on now. We're not going to be able to see her pretty soon. I'm not going down there. It's going to be too muddy. I'm going to wipe out again. I know it. Let's check out these cows. What counts, Jason? Let me see. You gave a lady your cart at Aldi and refused the quarter. Does that count? Of course that counts. That's good. That's a nice thing to do. Mariner here. Everybody's here. Wow. I'm trying to read these comments with my bad eyes. Is it okay if I take the quarter out of the Aldi cart that someone just left there? Yeah, I think it's okay. So, I mean, if you need it, I think it's okay. Maybe you need it for your own cart. Maybe you don't have a quarter. But if someone left the quarter there, I guess they either forgot it or they were trying to, gift it to the next person. Dolly, hey, Dolly was just lurking. Finders keepers. Oh, I wish these cows were just a little bit closer. Well, maybe because then maybe Annie wouldn't be in the creek. Annie, what you doing in there? I'm gonna walk a little bit more into the wind. Maybe I should walk back and get the wind at my back. Well, Olivia, I don't see Olivia on, but we're not going to have some good weather. We're supposed to have thunderstorms here at like 11 a.m. to noonish time frame, and then it just gets super windy. And then again at midnight into the morning, we're supposed to get almost 2 inches of rain total. And we're going to have thunderstorms, tornado watches, all kind of stuff overnight. So you will not see me out here tomorrow. It's already soaking wet. It's going to be really wet. Annie, what are you doing? Annie, come here. She like gets frustrated digging stuff out of the ground. Hi, baby girl. Bring the thunder. I do like thunder. I like thunderstorms. Yo, you've got rain already? Wow, Jason. Yeah, that missed us because, well, I don't know what the atmospheric winds are, but the wind here at the ground is like out of the east-southeast, so we're not getting your weather. We're getting it from the east and southeast, I believe. Might be swirling. I don't know. You can hear the mud that Annie's running through here on the ground. We might have to wait for it to dry up a little bit. Annie, what you say? Whew. Yeah, it's muddy. You can hear Annie running through the mud. It's a little bit drier right here, but it is a muddy mess. Even getting back here is still difficult. So when we get 2 inches of rain, I mean, it's going to be tough to get back here probably for a week or two. And then I think it's supposed to rain. We're supposed to get rain almost 4 or 5 days in a row. Like, it's going to be a disaster until it gets warm and dry for a week. This is just going to be muddy. I'm going to go have to get my wading boots or whatever you guys were talking about the other day, yesterday. I can see the power line swaying. Thank God for Generac. Oh. Are you under a tornado watch or warning, Jason? Because we're going to be under one. Not looking forward to that. Always have tornadoes in the spring. There's Annie. We got some interesting clouds here today, that's for sure. You can see them back over my head. It's pretty. It's kind of ominous looking, but it's very pretty. Boot waders, there we go, boot waders. Oh, so you don't have not notified of a tornado yet? Okay. Well, that's good news. That's good news. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going, but just a reminder to, oh, look at this plane. Let's try to reflect the heart of God by responding to His generosity and be generous with others, even our enemies. And in turn, they will most likely pass that generosity on, according to the study that was done. So let's be generous today if we can. You know, if you're in a place where you can't, that's completely understandable. But you can still be kind to others and physically do things for people. You don't have to always give money to someone. So let's try to be generous today, okay? And have a great day, everybody. I hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Keep going through those discs. Probably got just a few more days. I think we might even finish these discs, this Edison phonograph, before the weekend. Alrighty. Peace, everybody. Have a great day.